Hello everyone, welcome to Deepikamakeup. Hope you all are doing super awesome. In this video, I'm going to share my highlighters, bronzers and also any blush bronzer highlighter trios that I have. And also I'm going to declutter some of them along the way. And I'm going to declutter them on camera and let you guys know why I'm getting rid of them. I have given away some of my makeup to my aunt, my family, and also I'm going to put up a blog sale really soon. So that is where all the decluttered products are going to go. So if you're interested, do look out for my blog sale. I will announce on my social media, either on my Instagram or Snapchat, when I put up the blog sale on my website. So if you're interested, do send me an email. My email will be in the description box below. So anyways, I have been on a highlighter kick for a very long time, like maybe 1.5 to 2 years. So pretty much all my highlighters are pretty new, and at this point I'm really saturated with highlighters. So I have toned my highlighter obsession a little bit, and I'm going to declutter some of them as well. So if you are interested to see my collection and also what products I declutter, stay tuned. So those are all my highlighters, bronzers and blush bronzer and highlighter trios that I have currently. Let's go through one by one and see what I can declutter. Alright you guys, let's start. I'm gonna show one by one, and I didn't even realize I have so many highlighters. I was on a highlighters kick for some time now, and I think slowly it has subsided, but oh my god, these are a lot. So let's see how I declutter. I want to get rid of a lot of things, but I don't know. Highlighters are my favorite, so fingers crossed. The first highlighter I have here is Ofra Cosmetics You Do You. It was a collaboration with Dupe That. It's a beautiful peachy gold highlighter. I haven't even opened it. So yeah, that's the one. I am going to put this in a palette, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this for sure. Next I have these three highlighters. These two are the Balm's Mary Luminizer dupes, and this is the ever so famous Balm Mary Luminizer. I love it, so I am going to keep this one, and this one was sent to me by my friend, so I'm going to keep this, and I am going to get rid of the elf one. Next I have MAC's Soft and Gentle, again one of my really favorite blush. And then I also have this Body Shop highlighter in the shade Bronze Shade 02 Warm Glow, and this one is a dupe of MAC's Soft and Gentle. So since I have this, I'm going to keep this, and I am going to declutter this one. Next I have Revlon's very famous, I don't know, it has a very big name, and this is called Brighten, and it's a pinky highlighter, and it's beautiful for our skin tone. Even though it doesn't look much flattering, it's actually really good for our skin tone, so I'm going to keep this. Next I have this Collection 2000 shimmer shade, and it's more like a peachy bronzy highlighter. I am going to declutter this one because I barely use this. I actually swatched it, but I don't think I ever used it, so I am going to pass this along. Moving on, I have Sephora highlighter in the shade Apricot, and it's actually fantastic. I totally forgot that I used to love this one. This was one of my initial highlighters, so I absolutely love it, so I'm gonna keep this. Then I have this elf blush, and this is in the shade Rich Rose, and these blushes are actually really famous, and I don't know I should keep it or not. It's actually really beautiful, but I am going to actually declutter this one. Next I have this Benefit WhatsApp highlighter. I haven't even opened this, so I'm just going to pass this along or put this in a giveaway. Next I have this Kubo highlighter, and it's actually really intense and beautiful. This is the Shimmer Block, and in Vegas Pyramid, so it's actually really intense and beautiful, so I'm going to keep this one. And then this, one of my friends shared this is from Faces Canada. It's a very beautiful highlighter, so I'm gonna keep this one. And then I have this elf blush, and this is in the shade Candid Coral, and I used to use this a lot. It's a really beautiful highlighter for our skin tone, but I have similar shades, so I am going to declutter this one. The next highlighter I have here is Anastasia's Pure Hollywood, one of my recent purchases. Obviously it's such a beautiful gold highlighter, so I am going to keep this obviously. Then I have this e.l.f. illuminating palette, Mega Glow illuminating palette, again one of my recent purchases, and I actually like it, but I have so many highlighters, so I'm just giving it a second thought. So I'm going to put this in the navy pile. No, actually I like this one, so I'm going to keep this because it's a new one. I didn't use it much, so I'm going to keep this unused. Next I have 3 highlighters from Wet n Wild. I'm going to keep them all, and actually they changed the names of this, so I don't know the new names, but this one in Hollywood Boulevard is my favorite. So, and this one in Champagne Glow, Rose Champagne Glow, so I like this one as well, so I'm going to keep them all. I personally feel Wet n Wild makes really beautiful highlighters. Their bronzer in the shade Reserve Your Cabana is a beautiful highlighter, but I actually got rid of it because that was pretty old and it's expired. So this one I'm going to keep. This came in my blush collection, but actually use this as my highlighter. It's Wet n Wild's Ombre Blush in My Thai Buy You a Drink. I really like it. Next I have Milani's Illuminating Face Powder in Amber Nectar. I absolutely used to love it, but lately I've been using it a lot and I feel like it's not as much intense like the new highlighters that I have in my collection. So this is a very subtle highlighter. I like it, but it's still not giving me that highlight oomph. So if I ever feel that I don't like it, I'm just going to declutter, but right now I am going to keep it and use it. Next I have a Colourpop highlighter in Butterfly Beach. I love Colourpop highlighters. The formula is fantastic, so I am going to keep this one. This shade is very flattering for our skin tone. Excuse me, but my baby is crying, but my husband is going to take care of the baby, so I'm going to continue with this video. Alright, I have 2 Becca highlighters. One is in Champagne Pop and one is in Opal. I am actually going to declutter both of this one because I have a Becca Champagne Pop face palette and there's Champagne Pop in that palette, so I don't need another Champagne Pop. And I also have a small sample size of Becca's Opal, which is enough for me with so many highlighters in my collection, so I will not need the full size of this, so I'm going to pass this along to a friend or family. Next I have one of my favorite highlighters. This is Elizabeth Arden Rose Illumination. This is the only rose gold highlighter in my collection. Very flattering for my skin tone, definitely going to keep it. Then I have Estee Lauder's Pure Color in Shimmering Sands. It's one of it's a very famous highlighter actually. It's really hard to open, but it's that bronzy highlighter. I got this in a CCO. I'm trying to open, but this one doesn't open at all. Yeah, that's the color. I'm definitely going to keep this one. It's so beautiful. Next I have this very famous Lorac Spotlight highlighter. It's a really natural highlighter. Actually Wet n Wild's Reserve Your Cabana is very similar to this one, so since I got rid of it, I am going to keep this one. It's a really beautiful natural highlighter. Next I have Laura Mercier's I don't know the name, Indiscretion, and this was again a very famous highlighter. Absolutely love it. One of the newest highlighters again in my collection. I have acquired a lot of highlighters in 2015 actually, so I'm gonna keep this. Another new highlighter from 2015 is Bobbi Brown's highlighter, Bronze Glow highlighter. Oh my god, this stuff is beautiful. So I'm gonna keep this obviously. And again another new highlighter from last year is Kevyn Aucoin's Candlelight, and it's beautiful. Again, it's one of those natural but intense highlighters, so keeping this one. Alright, next I have these two trios from Wet n Wild Color Icon. These are limited edition, and this is in Solar Powdered and this one is Fair Trade Coffee. These are really beautiful. The highlighters in these are fantastic, and the bronzers are also work really well, but I'm going to declutter the pink one and I'm going to keep the coral one. And I have two trios from City Color Cosmetics, and I like the bronzers, and I'm not really a great fan of the highlighters, and the blushes are actually really beautiful, but I have a lot of coral blushes and not anyways a great fan of highlighters, so I'm going to declutter both of these. And I have a very detailed review on a lot of products from City Color Cosmetics. I will leave the link for you guys in the description box below for that. Next I have this trio from It Cosmetics. It's the Live Love Laugh Vitality Face Disc, and it's a gorgeous palette. I love the highlighter, blush and bronzer from this palette, so I'm definitely going to keep this. I really like the blush and highlighter for sure, and the bronzer actually works for me, so I'm definitely going to keep this beautiful palette. So those are all the highlighters that I have, and moving on to bronzers. The first one I have here is Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, my holy grail contouring bronzing palette, so for sure keeping it. Then I have this Wet n Wild contouring palette, contour in caramel toffee, and I am not a great fan of the banana powder in this one, but I really like the bronzer, so I'm definitely going to keep this. And then I recently acquired this e.l.f. blush and bronzer. I used up an entire one and I got the matte version of it, and I'm going to keep this. I haven't even used it, it's quite new, so that's that. Then I have this Ioni Cosmetics bronzer duo, and I don't think I'll use this, so I'm going to declutter this one. Next I have the City Color Cosmetics Contour FX palette, and the contour doesn't work for me. I like the bronzer, and the highlight also doesn't work for me, so I am going to declutter this one. And then I also have this So Susan light diffuser. It's a highlight and bronzer duo, and I have a lot of highlighters and bronzers, so I'm going to declutter this one. And this was the little opal sample that I have. It's a decent size sample. And then I have this little basket of samples and untouched bronzers and highlighters. So this one is e.l.f. Got a Glow blush, and it's a dupe for NARS Albatross. This is Julep's Glow Pore Minimizing Bronzer. I have ton of bronzers, so I will not need this one. This one is Happy Booster, the heart ones from Physicians Formula. I'm going to keep this. I don't know, I like this, so I'm going to keep this one. And then I'm also going to keep the shimmer strips. This is a natural nude from Physicians Formula. Again, I'm going to keep this one. I can use this as eyeshadows or swirl around and use this as highlighter. Then I have two of these very famous Physicians Formula shimmer strips, and definitely I'm going to give away this shimmer strip in Sunset strip, but I kind of like the Riviera strips, so I will keep this one. Then I have deluxe size samples of 3 highlighters. This is Benefits WhatsApp. I'm not into cream highlighters, so I am going to pass this along. I'm also going to pass along this Clinique Chubby Stick highlighter. And then I am actually really interested to see the Dandelion Shy Beam, and this is a pink toned matte highlighter, so I'm actually interested to see how it works. I haven't even opened this one. I think I got in Sephora Perks or something, so I'm gonna see how it works and then decide if I want to give this away. So I am done decluttering, and I'm going to show you my keeping pile and also the ones I decluttered. So all the lower ones that you see, those are all the highlighters and bronzers and trios that I decluttered, and all the top pile is what I am keeping. So that still is a lot of highlighters. I have to hang on and stop buying highlighters, but yeah, that's my pile for now. So I think I did pretty okay, but I still need to condense. So that's the end of this video. That's the status of my collection at this point, and I will be decluttering even more. I will be going through my makeup collection every 6 months, and I will be pulling out the products that I don't use anymore, or if I'm not interested in those products. And that completes this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit on the thumbs up button and make me happy, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with my future uploads. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Goodbye.